I decided to go with Pokemon Trainer Red for my hero. I mean, if we're going to be given the liberty to choose who we want, I am obviously going to choose a Pokemon character, because you guys know me. So Red is a normal 10-year-old boy, very silent 10-year-old boy, who lives with his mother in a very small town called Pellet Town, in the region of Kanto in Japan. Kanto is based off of an actual place in Japan. It is a really big chunk of Japan, too. So, he's wanted to be a Pokemon trainer his whole life, and now that he's 10, he can finally go get his first Pokemon from the professor. 3 other Pokemon trainers also got their starting Pokemon, but, only 2 others are mentioned, Green and Blue. Blue, his rival, and Green would be the female character if you choose to be the female character at the start of the game. But Red is the main character for the first generation. So to go to the championship like he's always wanted to, he has to fight at each one of the battle locations, which are called gyms in the region. Each town has one. Well, not every town. Pellet doesn't have one for some reason. Luckily for the kids, they always start out in one that doesn't have a gym, and then later on they start going on to gym. So yes, they start an unsupervised journey across the region without their parents, to the rest of Kanto. And, you know, he gets there. He's battling all the gyms until Red all of a sudden realizes that there's a criminal organization that's currently dominating Kanto, and he decides to do something about it. Along his journey, he sees a lot of Team Rocket messing around, like taking over cities, stealing technology, stuff that normal criminal organizations are able to pull off. Obviously, like a sensible 10-year-old, he decides to get rid of them. And he does, you know, he wrecks them. Those grunts are pretty easy. Except for their mob boss. I'll talk about that in a moment. So, you know, everything's fine. He thinks he wrecked Team Rocket, and he's at the 8th gym. And, well, the 8th gym leader is the mob boss of Team Rocket, Giovanni. And the gym itself is the base for Team Rocket, where they're testing on Pokemon. And as a last shelter, I guess, from the police force, even though there isn't really a police force and it's just one lady called Jenny in every town. You can ask me later about that, it's kind of weird. So, Red wrecks them, and he ends up, defeating Team Rocket. Giovanni disbands Team Rocket after seeing that Red is a better trainer, and he also gets his 8th gym badge, so now he's able to go to the championship. His acts of heroism end here, and, you know, from here on out, he just wrecks his rival in the championship, and, well, goes into a life of solitude like every other 10-year-old. Don't ask me. Ask Nintendo. They're weird. So, yep, that's where the hero's story ends. He doesn't really show up much more in the series at all until later in the second game, where you actually end up battling him as the trainer in the second game, which is pretty dang cool and the hardest boss fight in the game to date. And yeah, that's it for my story about Red. He's a pretty cool kid, even though he doesn't talk at all. He's just pretty awesome. So thanks, Miss Madsen, for the awesome project. Normally teachers don't give us this fun of stuff to do, but thank you for giving us a fun project. Yeah, it's been pretty fun to make. So thank you.